It's sweet, it's creamy, it's crunchy, and it's Italian. This fabled treat from the southern end of the boot is a big hit in America. The cannoli, that's the plural of the Italian word canola, meaning little tube. These short tubes of deliciousness have a long history dating back to the 10th century, when Arabs brought them to Sicily during an occupation of the island. When an influx of Italian immigrants made their way to the New World in the early 20th century, they brought the much-loved pastry with them. Two of those former Italians, the Termini Brothers, opened a bakery in Philadelphia in 1921. And the family has been concocting the tasty treats for those lucky enough to visit Philadelphia ever since.
Our version of the cannoli is based on the Sicilian tradition, where my grandfather was born and raised.
That Sicilian tradition starts with the little tube of pastry, whose recipe is nearly 100 years old.
The ingredients of the cannoli are flour, sugar, eggs, and wine.
I totally get the egg, sugar, and flour, but wine in a pastry shell?
Other than making the cannoli smell incredible, the wine also forms the bubbles that develop in the dough once it's fried.
I'll get to that, but first, the dry ingredients are weighed out on the very same scale Grandpa Termini used in the early days. Then, it's into one of the family's original mixers. A short 5 to 7 minute trip produces a roughly 70-pound dough ball, which the bakers then cart into the next room. Here, they combine it with scraps from a previous batch that helps give the dough the right balance of flexibility and texture. The combined dough is roughly folded and fed by hand through a heavy-duty machine called a vertical sheeter until the two have become one partially flattened sheet. After a short rest, it's time for the final cut. To get that pristine cut, they use a custom-made multi-cut tool that allows the bakers to create the exact shape required for a perfect cannoli. This slow-turning conveyor helps to arrange the now perfect pieces into neat stacks. The stacks make their way to a prep area where the bakers separate them, lay them out on boards, and pin them.
This, in my opinion, is the heart and soul of what our cannoli is all about.
Pinning refers to the process of hand-wrapping the cut ovals around a wooden dowel and securing them in place with a bit of baker's glue made of egg and flour paste.
Typically, people use stainless steel. We like to use maple because it holds in the flavor of the cannoli.
Rolled and ready, it's fry time. And it's probably no surprise that the Termini Brothers still fry their cannoli the old-fashioned way.
We don't have any modern fryers. That's not the way it works for us.
These bakers know their dough by heart, and they're watching for the exact time to remove the shells from the 400-degree vegetable oil in order to get the perfect crisp, usually about 20 to 30 seconds. Once they're perfect, the bakers carefully remove the dowels and place the crispy shells on cooling racks. So, that takes care of the shells, but a cannoli wouldn't be a cannoli without that sweet cheese filling.
The cheese filling is something I hold very close to my heart because my grandfather taught me how to make the cheese filling.
Each batch starts with at least 2 30-pound bags of ricotta cheese. Then the workers add milk to large industrial mixers and combine it with the ricotta until a proper consistency is reached. What's better than 60 pounds of cheese? How about 30 more? Additional cheese is blended in, and depending on the exact filling flavor, they'll add sugar, citron, or chocolate chips. The whole process takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes and usually ends with someone up to their elbows in sweet cheese. At this point, the filling may be delicious, but it doesn't go into the shell until just before it's ready to eat. Nobody likes a soggy cannoli.
Just powder some sugar on there and go to town. Enjoy life. Cannolis are life.